Hello everybody, RV Living with the Geezer, and I'm in Sweetwater, Texas, and I just left the Whataburger. Blanca and I stopped. We're on our way back to Fort Davis, and we've been traveling probably, let's see, it's 11, got there here at 11. They're 2.5 hours from Boyd. We're heading west. I got the phone in the holder, and so if it falls out of that holder, this video could come to an abrupt ending. So just be prepared. I never know what's going to happen when I'm doing driving videos. It always seems like there's something happens. But anyway, I don't know what order I'm going to upload these videos in, so I guess if I confuse y'all, and probably be okay, because you know, you wouldn't be watching my channel probably if you didn't like a little bit of confusion. So, but yeah, we stopped at Whataburger, and my son and I went to that Rangers game yesterday in Fort Worth, and they were passed out these when you go in, they passed out these Whataburger coupons. There's a rough part of the road right there, and the phone didn't fall off yet. So, but anyway, they passed out these coupons, and if you buy a medium-sized drink and a medium fries, the Whataburger was free. So I got this big old Whataburger and medium fries and a medium iced tea for a little over $4. So that's the deal of the trip so far. I stopped about 80 miles back, I guess, and stopped and filled the truck up with some of that liquid gold. And it was more expensive in Fort Worth. It was 1 cent more in Fort Worth than it is in Fort Davis, Texas, which makes no sense to me at all, because they always tell us out west that gas is higher because of the transportation charges. So that just shows that's BS right there. I was paying $3.99 in Fort Worth and $3.98 in Fort Davis. Same thing. Right here on the right, those big old tin barns. I hope you can see them. That's where they have every year, once a year, they have the rattlesnake roundup here in Sweetwater. So there must be a lot of rattlesnakes around here. And thousands of people show up for this. They put them in like pens, all these metal barns right here on the right. And I'm sure they use it, for something else during the year, but that is the site of the annual Sweetwater rattlesnake roundup. I've never been to it. That just really doesn't float my boat. I don't really care. I've seen a few rattlesnakes in my life, but I'm not going to pay to go see 10,000 of them in pens, whatever. So, but yeah, I just wanted to pass a little time here, do a little driving video. We still got a long ways to go. Let's see. I think we're about mile marker 240 on IH10. Not IH10, IH20. Yeah, 242. So we've got, I don't get off of this until mile marker 40, which is at Pecos, going west. So I've got 200 miles left to get to Pecos, and then from Pecos back to Fort Davis would be 75 miles. So I've got about 275 left in my trip. So, and I'll tell you what, on both sides of this IH-20, all the way up, we were catching this just like we're in now, this road construction. I mean, you'd catch it for 10 miles and then it would stop for 20 or 30 miles, and then you'd catch it for another 10 miles, and coming back it's the same way. So they're working on I-20, which I guess is good because it's got so much truck traffic that it eats this highway up pretty fast. So yeah, back there right before I stopped to get gas there at 281 and 20, I saw a bunch of like snow on the side of the road in the medians, and well, I know that's not snow. And last night we had some thunderstorms there in Boyd, so I stopped to get gas and I went in a convenience store, and it's a big old, one of the real nice convenience places. And I got some tea and asked the girl if they had hail, and she said, "Oh, we had one hell of a hailstorm up here last night, and it was in the medians. It looked like snow. It was so much hail. It hadn't melted yet. So that was right up there by just north of Stephenville, Texas. If any of y'all are familiar with that area, it was right there where 281 intersects I-20. So we didn't get the hail in Boyd. We got rain last night, but we didn't get the hail. So yeah. So here we go, guys, heading west. Had a real good time with my family up there. My son surprised me. I knew we were going to the game yesterday. We're both Braves fans, and that's who we went to see. The Braves were playing the Rangers, and they lost. But he surprised me. He said he thought he told me, but he had tickets for Saturday night also. So, and it was just him and I. My oldest granddaughter is big into. I sure hope I took the right turn there while I was talking. Yeah, I'm doing good. She plays club or select volleyball. So she had a volleyball tournament this weekend in Dallas. So she was, the little ones went with Mama, and they went to take Lexi to the volleyball. So Calvin and I Saturday night, and then we turned around, went back. Of course, he did all the driving. I'm not driving in that traffic over there. But yeah, we had a good time. It's a beautiful stadium. It's just opened last year, the Rangers Stadium. So see all those off to the right, it's on the way over there, waves over there. You see the wind turbines? This area is full of them up here. And we're driving, today it's a big crosswind. The wind's blowing from the south to the north, so it's hitting me on the side of the truck. I'm not driving into it, but this is the type of winds. I'm glad I'm not pulling my house, my RV, my travel trailer. I don't like pulling it when the crosswinds are real strong. Boy, I tell you, it moves you. You can feel it moving. It's sort of white knuckle driving when that happens. I don't care for that. So, but I don't pull it that often. And I did get around. I was searching for some RV parks. I may come up here next spring and stay 2 or 3 months. And I went to a few, and I like that one I showed y'all. And well, what I did, I eliminated a few. The ones I saw, I didn't really want to stay at. There's one more out north of Decatur that I've seen. It looks good on a website, but I tell you what, they can make them look good on the websites, but when you get to them in person, I don't know how they do it, but they don't look so hot. So I eliminated two or three of them. We'll see. I don't know. I may just hook up back at my son's house. I'll probably just stay like 2 to 3 months during ball season, and then get out of there and head back to it's. I like spending my summers out in Fort Davis. Much cooler and low humidity. So anyway, I lost my glasses when I was up there somewhere in their house. I even put a reward out on them. They're just a cheap pair of reading glasses, $10 from the dollar store. But I even put a reward on them for the girl, the little one, Remy. She looked for Grandpa's glasses. Never could find it. And I gave her a partial reward just for searching. So anyway, I passed this. I'm fixing to pass this Airstream here. I passed him earlier. So he caught me while I was eating my Whataburger. So far the camera's doing all right, I guess. I hope it's focusing all right. And this road's a little bouncy. Like I say, the trucks eat it up. Got a lot of truck traffic on I-20. You never get out of it. So anyway, I passed a couple of little U-Haul trailers, and I'll tell you all this story and then I'll shut this down. It reminded me of back in 2008, I moved. The only time I've ever lived out of Texas. I've been out of Texas many times, but the only time I moved. And I rented I went to Colorado. I went to Longmont, Colorado. It's just north of Denver. And I rented this single axle U-Haul trailer. And I moved in like, October of that year. And it cost, like, back then, it cost me like almost $300 one way to haul my furniture that I had. I was renting a little cabin. This was after I got divorced. And so I paid almost $300. I hauled my furniture up there. And I stayed about 10 months. And I got a job up there driving a school bus. This is after I retired from the fire department. So keep in mind, I already paid like $300. So it was I was up there because of a lady. So I was up there about 10 months, and she decided to run me off. So I said, well, I'll go back to Texas. So I went to, this is in August of 2009. I went to rent the U-Haul trailer to come back. It was $700 to rent it from Longmont to Boerne, Texas. And like a fool, I rented it, and this reminded me of seeing these poor guys pulling these U-Hauls a while ago. So I spent like $1,000 to haul. All I had in a U-Haul trailer, it was a single axle trailer. They're only about, I don't know, maybe 8 foot long and 4 foot wide, something like that. And I had it was full of my thrift store junk. I mean, I had a, mattress, bed frame. It was stuff I could have bought for, I had an old desk that some lady gave me one time. Like I really needed that. My recliner, it was about 12 years old, probably. An old TV. I bet I didn't have total. I could have bought all that stuff again at a thrift store for less than probably $400. I spent $1,000 to haul it up there and haul it back like an idiot. And at the time, well, I was, I wasn't the brightest light bulb back in those days. I had a lot of them like going on in my head. But yeah, it reminded me of that a while ago. I'm going, man. So I said, I gotta tell that story on myself. Of course, my son, I've told him that story. But, anyway, here's those big wind. See we're up right on them now. Big wind turbines. Yeah. Yeah, boy, I don't know, I'm not going to get into all there's pluses and minuses of them, and I'm not pro. Some people are so pro on things one way and negative against things. Other people are so negative against things other ways. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I have better things to do than worry about wind turbines. But anyway, all right. I've babbled on long enough. I don't know how many of y'all are still watching, but I'm just killing some time. Sorry if I haven't been commenting or on y'all's videos, y'all that have channels, but I haven't really had time to watch much the last week, so I'll get all caught up when I get back to Fort Davis. I'll be driving most of the day today, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to West Texas. I was up there a week. It was great though with my girls, so I'm happy. And several of y'all actually, wished me well on my trip, and I appreciate all that. All right, guys. Oh, Blanca's, she's a great traveling dog. I'm going to let her out up here at Kahoma at the rest stop. She's in the back seat, and she got some French fries earlier and Whataburger and a couple of bites of the patty, so she's happy. I'll let her out up here to do her business. But yeah, this is long enough, so I'll be talking at you later. Adios, my friends. Bye-bye.